Alright, what's going on, everybody? This is Dorian. This will be Dorian Daily number 6. This will be me just talking about ranked games in general and how I feel on them. And as well, during this game, we'll have some Gangplank gameplay in the background here going on. I've been meaning to make a video like this for a really long time. I don't really feel like there's any way that you can change ranked games unless... Oh, look, that guy almost got pulled. I don't know, I just don't like the way that you can come online and you go to play a couple games and you can do completely 100% like your job. You can do well, you could just own your lane, another lane will own, but then you can have like your middle and your jungler completely fail, and the game ends up becoming not fun at all for you at all whatsoever. So it's kind of annoying, but you know, it is what it is. There's nothing you can really do about it. What I'm going to talk about is my kind of my journey from ELO Hell to outside of ELO Hell, which I don't even consider 1750 to be outside of ELO Hell. When I started doing my series on Rate of Gaming, it was probably somewhere around like 1300, and every time I played, I wouldn't ever go much higher than... Oh, look at this. Every time I play, I get ganked first. First blooded. Every time I play top. This is why when I play solo queue, I almost never want to play top, because I know with my aggressive playstyle that I'm always going to get killed. Quick side note though, really quickly, I'll pause this game, we'll look. We've got Renekton playing Renekton. This is the second video I've made where I've seen Renekton, except for last time Renekton wasn't playing Renekton. So Renekton has been in a couple of my videos. I just thought to throw that out there real quick. Yeah, so when I started making my ELO Hell with Dorian series, I was, like I said, around 1200, and I've gone from being 1200 to being at my highest so far, which is just literally like a couple days ago, hit 1750, playing against people that I thought would be able to carry their own, and I thought the games would be a lot more fun, and I thought the games would change, and I thought that playing support would be like, if you're like the last pick and you always hate playing support, I thought that now that I was in a higher ELO, that playing support at 1700 wouldn't be as bad, because supporting other players would be easier because of the skill level difference. But out of like a bunch of 1700 games I've played, I haven't noticed a very big difference between like the skill level of like the ADs. I think the biggest problem is in fact that most people that play support in 1700 and above, it's not their main role, it's not something that they even enjoy doing. And I think a lot of people, they have this mentality where you always want to be the carry. You don't want to play the jungler, you don't want to play the support. You always want to be either top, middle, or AD. And the reason that is, personally I feel, is because people want to make plays, and people want to be the big shot. People want to have people say, "Oh my God, you did great that game," and that's just human nature. I'm not mad at anybody for wanting to do that, but I think one of the biggest things for me that made me get a lot better at this game was kind of analyzing decision making that I was doing, and kind of determining whether or not if the decisions I were making were the correct ones or not at any given time. I haven't played much more than, like, I haven't played more since I started streaming and making videos than before. You know, I've played probably less than before. This guy tries to fight me straight up, and I end up shitting on his face. NBD. But the thing that I think helps me the most as well too, other than kind of analyzing my play and kind of figuring out my weaknesses and figuring out why I'm doing good and why I'm doing bad, is the rage factor. And I know if you've seen me stream, sometimes you'll notice that I'll just say something to somebody. At least once a game might say something that I probably shouldn't say. And as soon as I do that once, usually, that'll be the last thing I'll say. Sometimes, though, if somebody's going out of their way to like intentionally feed or intentionally troll me, I don't really feel like it's raging. But it is something that I have really tried to stop a lot more lately. That guy almost dies from just my ultimate. Probably could have flashed and queued him, but I didn't think the flash nerf range was quite good enough. But I have no embarrassment or I have no problem saying that I've been banned before for a negative attitude. And I haven't been banned in like 8 months. So there has obviously been a giant attitude change for me personally into the way that I kind of look at the game. It really is funny because you could shit talk for as long as you want. You could shit talk for 50 minutes straight, and the only thing that's going to happen is you're going to play worse, your teammates are going to play worse, and nobody's going to like you. So if your mission in League of Legends is to actually get better and get to a higher ELO and be a better player and have more people like you, not raging is definitely a big part of that. Another big part of it, I think, is when you're playing, please don't come into the game saying to yourself, wow, I really want to play Vayne this game. I'm just going to play Vayne no matter what. And if you first pick Vayne and they get a Caitlyn, your laning phase is going to be completely trash. Or if you're saying, I'm going to play Twitch this game no matter what, and you first pick Twitch and then they pick up Lee Sin, you basically just countered yourself by first picking something like that. So when you go into ranked games, please do not have a specific character that you want to play and only play that character. What needs to happen is you need to be able to counterpick. You need to be able to kind of determine off of the other enemy team's picks who is going to be able to do like a better team fight. If you look at your team and most of your team is like an early game comp, the chances are going like a super late game hyper carry probably won't work in favor of that strategy that your team is trying to go for. And one of the other things that I want to talk about, and this game is a really great example of it, when you get first blooded or you're the first person to die or you fall very far behind in your laning phase or even in the jungle for that matter, if you're getting counter jungled or if you've been killed twice in the first 6 or 7 minutes, never give up on yourself and never give up on the game, because you've seen so many times backdoor, split pushing, whatever it is that happens, games are never over until they're actually over, regardless of how you feel in the moment. I know how really shitty it does feel to be playing against like decent people and you're holding your own and your other teammates are really shit in the bed. It's easier to be angry than it is to be happy. And it's easier to shit talk somebody than it is to like give them praise. So you'll notice that when you're playing in your solo queue game, sometimes you'll get that one person that's like, good job, or the one guy says, thank you. That's the kind of person that you want to be, and that's the kind of person you should try to be. I've had plenty of people play with me that will go AFK 10 minutes into the game after feeding 3 times. I've had people who complain about having the worst support in the world and just leave the game straight up. I've had supports not play support, or I've had people that should play support not play support. I've had people just pick Jarvan and try and out CS me. So after thousands and thousands of ranked games, I think I've come to the point where I kind of understand the game and where it is right now, but that doesn't mean that I necessarily like it. Right now, I'm at the point personally where it isn't fun to come on and play at the 1700 level because people think that now that I've gotten to a higher ELO that every single game is going to be like, it's going to be an even matchup. You're going to go into the game and each team is going to have a 50% chance to win, and it's just going to come down to player skill. And it's like, people in one of my other videos, I was talking about something or another, and some guy was like, oh, it was my Wukong video. And I was like, I didn't think Jungle Wukong was good, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, well, the reason why you're not good at this game is because you think Jungle Wukong is not good. That's why you're in ELO hell. And somebody else brought up the fact that I was 1700 rating and that 1700 isn't ELO hell, but I will disagree with that personally. Out of all of the games that I played 1700 and above, there's always been a troll or a feeder on each team. So being 1700 doesn't necessarily make you a good player. It doesn't make the games easier, and it does not make your teammates better, that's for sure. Because one of the things that you got to be thinking is some of these players, some of these people that play, they're only coming on and you're catching them for their one or like their first game or their second game of the day. And these guys won't even probably play again for like another week. There's so many people that play League of Legends that ranked games at this point are just as important as normal games. There's no way to kind of gauge yourself on who is a better player without... People always assume that ranked is the only way that you can do this. I completely disagree with that 100% because even if you hit rank 1 like Teddy Rowe or even Phantom Lord hit rank 1 this season, he will get maybe like 100 viewers, maybe 200, 300 on a really good day. So there's really no way to set yourself out other than to be on a team. So I think that the way League of Legends should go is that with this ranked 5s, or the new ranked 5s that they have, I really feel as if they do need to have some incentives for teams to actually play and to practice and to get better. Because right now, I don't feel as if solo queue is doing what it's supposed to do. And solo queue is supposed to be something so that you can practice against better people and you can get better at the game. But what's happening now is that it's coming to like a carry fest, you know, who feeds less fest. That's all it really comes down to is who does better and who makes the least mistakes in a game. This is a pretty funny fight. Get a double kill. So as you can see, this game here, I've fed first blood. Well, I didn't feed it, but I died and I gave first blood. And right now I'm sitting at 5-1. And I got the Atmogs fully activated and pumping. And you can see that I've just been farming all game. So, like I was talking about earlier, you can't come back from slow starts, especially if you get gold for 5 items. Yeah, and for me, the formula with ranked, I don't really understand the ELO system and how it's matched up. Because when I was playing in the 1700 brackets, I was playing with like 1540 people all the time. And when you're playing against a team that's got like 3 1700 people and like a 1 1600 or 2 1600 people, and I'm the only 1700 person on my team, and the rest are all 1500, the game is probably not going to go in your favor. And just because skill difference, experience, all of these things. Unfortunately, that'll be the end of this gameplay portion, but I will just finish up and talk about a few things real quickly here. I tried to give away a $25 Riot card a very long time ago, and the guy never messaged me back. So what I'm going to be doing is, for this video, anybody that subscribes, or any one of my subscribers has a chance to win a $25 RP card that I had left over from a different giveaway that I tried to do. And what I'm going to do this time, this is going to be kind of confusing. You're going to need to go to Own TV, type in DeathCab4Dorian, and follow me or subscribe to me there. I will only be giving the $25 Riot card to one of the people that subscribes to my Own TV channel. I still have another $50 RP card that I've been waiting to give away for my 2,000 subscribers. So if you want to have a chance of winning a $50 RP card, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. However, if you are already one of my subscribers and you want an even bigger chance of winning a $25 RP card, I will leave the link on how to subscribe to my own channel in the description of this movie. And the reason why I need that is because at some point I'd like to become a Own TV partner, and right now that's not possible by myself, and I need help from all of you guys. So this was Dorian Daily number 6. I really appreciate everybody watching. Thank you so much for all the support that I've been getting lately, even though I have been making less movies and playing less LOL. But kind of keep your head up and, keep grinding away at ranked if you want to kind of get somewhere in the LOL world. But yeah, guys, have a good day and a Merry almost Christmas. Peace.